Tucker from three. Great steal by Tucker.
Welcome back to Portland, site of the Western Conference Finals Game 4. This is the Jump takeover of SportsCenter, and I am thrilled to welcome the man you just saw in that video. He's a sharp dresser. He's a sharp player. PJ Tucker, the Houston Rockets. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
All right, so I got to be honest. The last time I saw you, you were not smiling like this. It was Game 6 of the last round. How do you feel about the way that series went, especially with KD going out in Game 5 and you guys not being able to make that come through for you in Game 6?
It was tough. It was tough to lose the way we did. For them to lose somebody like KD. I said be healthy, have everybody playing on our team, playing well. It wasn't great. But, you know, it's one of those things, they play different. They play different. Without KD, with KD, it's a little different. We didn't have enough, to finish it out. But we fought. We fought all year.
The fact that you had this opportunity in front of you, right, and weren't able to punch it through, does it change the way you feel about this season or how things have to change going forward?
Not at all. I think the biggest thing is we wanted to win the championship. No matter what we did, whether we won that series and lost the next one, if we didn't get a ring this year, it was going to be a letdown. So I think everybody's disappointed about the same.
Yeah.
So now that you don't get to the finals, is there a team out there now that you see that can still beat the Golden State Warriors?
It's going to be tough, man. The thing about beating Golden State is you got to play good 4 quarters. If you look at our series, we won, I think, the second, third, and fourth quarter every game, but we lost the first quarter, and they still would win. You got to play good for 4 quarters. And even Portland last game, they showed that. If you have one letdown, 1 quarter, they're going to get you. So, they've had trouble with Milwaukee all year. They've had some battles this year with their whole team. So that'll be tough. And Toronto's also tough, too. So,
what makes you such a good corner three-point shooter? Like, why you don't shoot all over the floor?
It's so funny. Like, kids like, yo, you all corner threes, because that's the spacing of the floor. The way we play with James and Chris being 2 of the really good ISO players, you got to be able to space the defense out in the corners where I'm always spaced at. So it's just one of those shots, man.
That's your shot. That's your home, and they should put your name in the corner.
That's my
shot. There's no fool. That distance from the corner is the best distance. That's the easiest distance.
That, too. That definitely
He knows how to add. All the way up and down. He knows where to go. Smart guy. I asked you about things changing going forward. There's already been a change. Houston decided not to renew the contract of the guy who had served as your defensive coordinator, assistant coach, Jeff Bzdelik. That was a big move, considering they chased him down to get him back for the season after he had retired, thought he retired over the summer. What do you think of that move and then the future of Mike D'Antoni as well?
I love Jeff. Jeff's one of my guys. He really was the voice of our defense, held everybody accountable. He was a great coach. But, it's the NBA and, teams make decisions and you got to live with it and keep it going. So I'm not sure what we're doing next and what we're going to bring in. But I know, our focus has definitely been on defense. Even though Coach D'Antoni is the offensive coach, he's been really on top of our defense, especially, since I've been there.
Scotty, what's it like for the players when one of the assistants that the guys did jive with really well is let go?
Well, it's tough. As PJ said, he has a great relationship with him, and I'm sure he give him a lot of credit as to where his defense is in this league.
Sure.
It's tough, but as players, we see coaches get fired all the time, and coaches make different moves where they get hired by another team. So as a player, you basically embrace that and thank them for what they've awarded you, but you as a team have to continue to move on, and no one person can hold you back.
And what about Coach D'Antoni? Because he's going into what would be the last year of his contract. He's made it known he would like an extension, not be a lame duck coach. Hasn't been awarded that yet, though. What do you think?
I think it'll get done. He's been our leader. He is one of those guys that embodies our team. I think his attitude and his approach is perfect for our players and what we got going on in the core of our team, and everybody loves him. So I'm pretty sure that'll get done because he's my guy.
So I said earlier today that I didn't think he deserved a new contract because I've seen what he does as a coach. Yes, he does produce MVPs, and he's produced numerous of them. But can that type of basketball win you a championship, do you think?
Of course I think so. I mean, I can't. Of course, that's my team and what we do. I'm not going to say it, but everybody else does. In that position we were in last year.
Because I heard you say James Harden playing against the Warriors, they're more predictable. I don't want to say they're easier, but they're more predictable.
Right, for sure.
You guys are more predictable with your style of play.
For sure.
Can you win with that?
If you look at the analytics and the numbers of it all, when we look at it, man, at the rate that James plays, the way he plays with Chris, with James and Clint Capella in the pick and roll, and with our shooter spaced out, that's like the highest points per possession you could get in any game in the league. So, yeah, man, definitely.
I played a lot of years in this league, and I'll tell you this.
It's different, though. You don't think it's different?
If I see you for 7 games, you're not going to win playing that style because you're predictable.
I hear you. But being
and that's what makes the Golden State
Warriors
so tough right now.
True, that's very true.
They're not predictable.
They're not predictable without KD.
That's true.
Exactly.
But being able to guard and being able to stop it is 2 different things.
Well, in this league, they don't really allow you to stop. They're looking for the offense.
Right. No doubt about that. I agree with that. 1,000%.
We just got the news that Andre Iguodala is, in fact, not going to play tonight for the Warriors. So now, P.J. Tucker, we've got Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum warming up behind you right now. What advice do you have for those guys playing a Warriors team with no Kevin Durant, no Boogie Cousins, and now no Andre Iguodala?
They don't need my advice. They're going to come out. They're going to come out gunning. They're going to come out shooting, being aggressive, doing what they do best. No matter who's playing. Iguodala's a pretty good defender, but those guys see good defenders every single night, and they're going to be aggressive and be even more aggressive.
What about you? What do you think is different about playing the Warriors without Kevin Durant? Because you saw both sides in your series.
It is 2 different teams, I think. With Kevin, Kevin maybe he's the best offensive player in the NBA right now. I think so tough individually to guard one-on-one. Nobody can really stop him. But the way the Golden State Warriors play, when they move the ball, when they hit the post and, you relax and you think it's over, you got those guys coming off screens, trying to switch, wherever your scheme is, it's always going to be tough. It's just a little bit different style of play. So, seeing that difference in our series and against Portland is tough for everybody.
Scotty thinks that they're harder to guard.
I guess KD. You're trying to say you ran into a tougher team in the middle of that series.
A different team. It is different. It is because they have all the guys that come off the bench. They know their job. They come in, they offensive rebound. They do all the stuff that they're supposed to do. Nobody does anything outside of that. And when they do that, everybody's on the same accord, and it's tough to guard for everybody.
It's such a nuanced conversation because KD is the best player in the league right now.
No doubt about it.
And so everyone would want him on their team. The Warriors will tell you to a man they want him on their team, but also they play different without him. And the different way they play is a way that won them a title. It's complicated. There we go.
It is just basketball at the end. You can talk about all you want. You still got to go out and play the game.
You got to win, right?
You got to win.
In the end, that's what we count, the W's and the L's and the rings. He's got 6 of them. So good there. But you have a fine jacket on tonight. I know you're going to have fun at this game. Thank you so much for being with us, PJ. We appreciate you keeping it real as always. One of the most fun players in the game to watch, hands down. Guys, you stay with us because coming up today is the 25th anniversary of this, and we're going to have Scotty walk us through exactly what he did to that man, Patrick Ewing. Patrick's mom probably shouldn't watch this.
Most people know me as a critically acclaimed actor with rhythmic pecs, but I'm also a talented flautist.
It's just like most people know State Farm for home and auto insurance, but we've also won 5 J.D. Power Awards in a row for life insurance.
It feels good to be known for more than one thing. Quiet, Pex. This isn't about you.
No, let them speak.
Life insurance you didn't expect from the company you know you can trust. State Farm.
The 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's is back. Choose from some of your all-time favorites. It's time to celebrate because 2 for $5 mix and match is back.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you do that contact to our front? Bandit Fox 2-3, out. Mark from the tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes to Find out at GoArmy.com/warriors.
Stop. Turn it up low to the top non-stop. Play some mash up when the tune them drop. Turn it up low to the top non-stop. Tap. Whole place back from the front to the back.
Bacardi, do what moves you.
Send it from our app. A fast cash pickup around the world. Send it app to cash. Western Union.
Three wishes, right?
Don't miss Disney's Aladdin in theaters Friday, rated PG, and see wishes come true in the Western Conference Finals.
Welcome back to the Western Conference Finals. We are in the building here at the Moda Center for Game 4. And look, whose name is up there in the Hall of Fame, Mr. Scottie Pippen. Everywhere we have been going in Portland these last couple days, everyone wants to talk to Scottie. We were in the elevator earlier. Fans were geeking out. But I got to tell you, the moment that most people might remember is from 25 years ago today in a Knicks uniform. Let's see what happened. Let's take a look.
Rejected by Horace Grant, who leads the team in blocks in the playoffs. Great passing. Oh, baby. Holy cow. Now, right there, a lot was said. And Scottie Pippen just went over to tell Spike Lee a few things also. This was an elevation.
So I can talk again.
Scottie, I was so focused on Patrick Ewing. I said Knicks uniform. Of course, I mean Bulls uniform. You're still enjoying that. We've showed that like 3 times today, and you're still happy every time it comes up.
I still like sort of throwing a little punch at Patrick. I know you're looking.
And Spike Lee, too, in that little commentary. He tried to get in your face.
Can't mess with Spike anymore. He don't want him Oscar. So
That's true.
I got to leave him alone.
He's untouchable.
In the moment when you leapt up for this, did you realize how much of an impact you were going to make?
I really didn't. You know, it was just the adrenaline, the momentum, and, you know, it was that Bulls-Knicks series. And everyone was just hyped. I mean, it was nothing better than the Bulls and the Knicks back in the 90s.